Life is precious, and we all have the opportunity of living it to the fullest. Unfortunately, so few of us know how to manage it all. How do we account for our opportunities? How do we account for our time? How do we account for our relationships, health, spirituality, homes, finances, influence, and careers? How do we account for the one life we have to live? I am so glad you asked. In this program, you will find answers to all of these questions and more. Welcome to the Account for Your Life podcast with your host, the healthy accountant himself, Jay Moore.
What's happening, everybody? I want to welcome you back to another episode of the Account for Life podcast. Today, here's what we're talking about. Get your breakthrough right now. Get your breakthrough right now. Part one, we're probably going to talk. I think we may talk about this for the next week. Yeah, I think we're going to go for the next 7 days. Get your breakthrough right now. I was impressed that this is something that should be talked about more than once. And so today we're just going to start unpacking it because we only spent about 10, 15 minutes here. So we know you may not quite get it in 15 minutes. So we're going to push this all the way through for the next 7 days. So get your breakthrough now. What is Jay talking about? And how in the world is that even possible if you have a breakthrough that you've been pushing toward for years? So first and foremost, I want to say this, man. I've struggled in the area of money. I've struggled there. I've struggled in the area of money all my life. When I say all my life, it's like, because, amen, for lack of a better term, if when you don't grow up around a certain way of thinking, you typically are going to default to the way of thinking that you actually grew up around. Everybody here, most people struggle with money. I've got some stats that I got a stat that I'm going to give you that talks about business owners, but we can probably look at that and apply it all the way through to people. So I've struggled around this area. But here's the thing. Why in the world did I choose in a career that would put me smack dab in money? The question I would say, I don't know. What breakthrough are you looking for? Or what breakthrough have you been hoping to get? What breakthrough have you been hoping to get? Like, that's the question I want you to answer this week over the next 7 days. Now, I'm going to share with you even how you can get a breakthrough. Now, I'm not going to tell you, and I'm not going to lead you to believe that you will immediately feel this way, because you're human. And most humans second guess a lot of things. Come on now. Most humans are skeptical about things that seem too good to be true. Have you ever said, man, that seems too good to be true? Most humans, at least the ones I know, the one that's sitting in front of you, have probably had that thought in their mind whenever a great opportunity showed up. That seems too good to be true. Oh, you can make $1 million in a year. Doing what? Posting online, being an online marketer, you can make millions of dollars doing that. That's too good to be true. I just probably need to work all these hours on this job for the rest of my life. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that. Yeah, because humans second guess everything. Most of us. So if we're going to have a breakthrough, we got to first, today is all about setting the stage for the breakthrough. We got to set the stage, right? Because if we don't set the stage, if we don't prepare ourselves for this breakthrough, then we may not get it. So when I say set the stage, we have to set the stage. Okay. Typically in the area of breakthrough, we're going to use money, because money is an area that just about everybody's looking for a breakthrough. Just about everybody's looking for a breakthrough. How do I know this? I heard someone actually told me that everyone's looking to make and earn and have more money. Just about everybody. All you got to do is take a look at, the sales of lottery tickets. Lottery tickets sales have been skyrocketing. People are always buying a lottery ticket. They're hearing about, oh, there's a lottery going. There's $1 billion in the lottery. Recently, somebody in Maine, at least I think I saw that, somebody won the lottery. And so everybody's looking for a breakthrough in money. So why don't we focus on that this week? Why don't we focus on that? Absolutely, because you can break through. Now, like I said just a second ago, most humans are skeptical. I want you to be honest with me this morning. Wherever you're at, are you skeptical about fast ways to make money? Are you skeptical about fast ways of getting rich? Are you skeptical about opportunities that seem too good to be true? Have you ever been skeptical? Look, if you've been skeptical on any of those things, you have to get honest today. You have to get honest. Why? Here's why. One of my mentors said this. He says, look, most people ask him, hey, is this a get rich quick scheme? And he says, well, you better hope so, because you ain't going to be here long enough to get rich slow. Did you hear that? You ain't going to be here long enough to get rich slow. Because think about it. Most people that think that their jobs are going to help them to get rich, when they work for 40 and 50 years, they may put some money in the 401k, they may put some money, they may have some money in the pension, they get done and like, well, I got to really conserve because I don't even have much money left. I don't have much money in this thing. So think about it. That's the get rich slow program that most people, and I'm not talking down. I just want you to know, I'm not talking down. What I'm talking about today is how to break through, man. Get your breakthrough today. And today is part one. Today is part one of getting your breakthrough. I'm going to show you a framework, right? I'm going to show you a framework that anybody can use to get a breakthrough. Now, you may say, Jay, well, what's your breakthrough? I'm using it right now for money. I'm using it right now for money. I'm using it because I've always needed to break through. Always needed to break through. Patrick says he loved that saying. Like, yeah, because dude, you ain't gonna be here long enough. So you might as well find some way to get rich quick, because at the end of the day, if it took you too long and no one wants to, well, let me ask the question. Does anybody want to get rich after they die? Nobody wants to get rich after they die. We want to get rich while we're living, so we can at least have some experiences. All right. Let's talk about the foundation here, because this is important for us to move forward today in where we're going. We're talking about a breakthrough. And if you're like me, then you want to break through with money. Get a breakthrough. Get a breakthrough. How are we going to get a breakthrough? The first thing we have, just like I said, we have to get honest. We have to get honest with ourselves about all our beliefs. And so how do you discover your beliefs? Here's how you discover your beliefs. Just go back into your mind. Well, not even your mind. Just look around. That's all you got to do. Look around where you live, what you drive, money in the bank, what kind of job you got, what kind of business you got, what's coming in, what's going out, what's saved, what's invested. And what you got to first do is look around and see what your mindset was. That's how you'll know, oh my goodness, this is pretty bad. You'll know it. You don't got to tell anybody. This is for you to look around and say, oh, no one has to judge me. I get to judge myself based on the results that I've already gotten. What are the results? I can look around. This is the car that do I like driving this car? Do I want another car? Oh yeah, I would like another car. So, man, and I'd like to pay cash for that car when I go buy it. Well, if I can't do that, then apparently I need a breakthrough there. Well, maybe it's, I'm looking around, man, I'd love to upgrade my house. I love to have a bigger house, or I love to be able to do this, but I'm not able to do that. Why not? Well, I need a breakthrough right there. Well, okay, let's look around. How much money in the bank? How much money invested? There's a breakthrough there. What's coming in? What's going out? I need a breakthrough there. What's my idea? Like, we have to look at our ideas around money. Once we get to that point, then we can see that, I've been thinking wrong. There's a text in Proverbs. There's a bunch of texts in Proverbs, but I'm going to just quote one. I'll quote one in Proverbs chapter 4. Actually, I'm going to quote two, Proverbs chapter 4, because it's so powerful there. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 7 says this: the principal thing is to get wisdom. Wisdom is the principal thing, so get it. If it costs you everything, get understanding. That's Proverbs 4:7. So what does that mean? What we're saying is, if we're looking around and we're looking at our results today, and we're saying, I need wisdom about money. We have to come to grips with that, because there's no moving forward without understanding where you are. So get your breakthrough today. And we're talking about the first step. You're going to look at the results that you already are. You're going to look at this, and now you're going to realize what you need. You need a new set of you need some new sets of data, information, which is in the form of wisdom. We need money wisdom. So we need money wisdom. And when we get money wisdom, we have to understand the wisdom that we get, because if we don't understand the wisdom that we get, then it'll just go in and you'll never do anything. All right. Last text, Proverbs 4 and verse 23. What does that say? Proverbs 4 and 23, I think it says, guard your heart. This is the NIV. Guard your heart, for out of it, life's issues flow from it. I'm going to just pull it up. I think because I want to make sure I do this right. Guard your heart. I know it's guard your heart, but I'm going to read this because this one here is a telltale sign of whether or not you're going to make it. Keep thy heart with all diligence is what it says, for out of it are the issues of life. I'm going to read out the NIV too, because the NIV has a really good way of saying it as well. Let's look in new NIV 23. Above all else is what it says. Guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Now let's go back to our results. Let's go back to where we are and where we have been. I'm looking around, man, I don't have enough money invested. I don't have enough money saved. I'm not protected. Man, I'd love to have a bigger house. I'd love to drive a better car. I'd love to be able to do this for my family. I'd love to be able to do this for people. I'd love to be like, if you can make a list of all the things that you would love to do, that tells you what your mentality was. You did not actually love the mentality of doing whatever it takes so that you can have the right wisdom, because wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get it, but you have to understand it. So the first step in getting your breakthrough is to see where you are. Guys, first step, see where you are. Do an accounting there. You're going to do an accounting. You're going to look around. I'm talking about money. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about the next step. What is the next step? I'm going to share that with you. And I'm going to tell you, this is a power step. I'm talking about, it's so power that I've seen it. I've seen it work. I've seen it work. And this next step is going to help you. It's not going to take you yet, but it's going to help you to understand how important focus is. Because without focus, there's no way you're going to get the breakthrough. So what are we going to do today? This is what we're going to do to start the process of getting the breakthrough. We're going to look around for the area that we're looking for a breakthrough. I'm doing money. What about you? I'm going to do money. We're going to look around and see our results. And then that's where we're going to look and see, well, what was I thinking when I didn't do that? What was I thinking when I allowed myself to continue to only make multi six figures as opposed to multi seven figures? Why? What is it in me that's the obstruction? You got to ask questions. What's the obstruction in me? That's the key question. What's the obstruction in me that's keeping me from where it is that I'm attempting to go? What is that obstruction? See, because if we don't find the obstruction, then it's going to be hard to move. So you got to find the obstruction. That's the question you ask yourself today. What is the obstruction in me that's costing me what it is that I know I desire? Because if we could find the obstruction, then that'll help us clear off that first foundational step. So that tomorrow, when we jump into part 2, we'll actually be able to see better. We'll be able to see exactly where it is we would like to go. So guys, we're going to help you get your breakthrough this week. Yep. 7-day breakthrough. Holy Spirit came to me in my sleep today, started talking to me, and then it led me to this. So I believe that someone's going to have a breakthrough in the next 7 days. Why not? Why can't it be you? Let it be you. Share this broadcast. Let people know that, hey, man, if they're looking for a breakthrough, they should join us live, or they should catch the replays to find out how they can get their breakthrough, really what they can do. Today's step is to look at our results in that area and ask the question, what is the obstruction in me that's costing me those results? All right, guys, I hope you got value from this. Jay Moore, the Healthy Accountant. Make sure you share this. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. God bless you guys, and I will see you tomorrow for part 2 of Get Your Breakthrough Now. God bless, and I'll see you soon. Peace.
Thanks for joining us, listening friends. We are so glad you invested this time with us. Always remember, you only have one life to live, so live it to the fullest. This has been the Account for Your Life podcast with your host, the healthy accountant himself, Jay Moore. Until next time, make it a great day.